Hello, crystal lovers. For those of you new to my page, welcome. My name is Laura Weigel, and I love to talk about all things crystals. So if that interests you, I invite you to like and subscribe so that you can see some other videos. I also have a private Facebook group, Crystal Healing with Laura, and I share lots in there as well. So right now we are in Mercury Retrograde. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it started October 17-ish and it goes to November 3rd. This happens about 3 times a year. So the planet Mercury rules communication. It's also the ruling planet of Virgo, which happens to be my sun sign as well. And when Mercury appears to be going retrograde, when it appears to be going backwards in the sky, it's really about a time to go within and to slow down. So we're normally go, 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 push forward, make plans, but the natural cycle of life isn't to constantly push forward, just like we have our 4 seasons, and each one represents a different cycle in time. And Mercury retrograde really is just our cycle to slow down and to reflect. It's all things reflect, redo, and really go within and think about what's working and not working, especially in the area of communication. Now, this specific Mercury retrograde happens to be in Scorpio, I believe, which is a water sign. It's a very deep diving sign. And we are also in Libra right now. So think finding balance, and especially in our relationships. Think about having those conversations that we need to in relationships and to go deeper into those relationships. I actually also do a podcast, It's Okay Until It's Not, with my dear friend Jamie. And we recorded today and got really deep into some tools and communication. And, how to handle that. It's a strange time, right? So Mercury also rules communication, but like with electronics too. So there's a lot of mishaps. And Mercury retrograde gets a very bad rap for things breaking down and falling apart and having miscommunications and arguments and fights. And I'm wanting you to think of it in a way of nothing can be rebuilt until it's broken. So think of it as that if something broke down, it needed to break down. And that paves the way for where it's reflecting back to you that there needs to be some healing, a redo, if you will, a redo in communication. So make no assumptions, okay? Make no assumptions, especially during Mercury retrograde. Ask those clarifying questions and really watch yourself in having those knee-jerk reactions. Stop and take that breath before you react and really reflect within. I also think that we forget how important listening is for communication, really active listening, where you're putting yourself in the other person's shoes and you're feeling some compassion and empathy for where they're coming from, whether you agree or you disagree. So those are some tips to help you to get through this Mercury retrograde. But now to the good stuff, some crystals that will also benefit you during Mercury retrograde. And I did talk briefly about 3 of these in the podcast as well. So Amazonite is one. Beautiful Amazonite. I like Amazonite because it connects the heart and the throat. So it's about communicating clearly, but from your heart center, from that place of love, not from our powerhouse, not from our ego, but from our heart center. And it really helps with the active listening as well. Another little tidbit on Amazonite is it helps to clear electromagnetic smog as well. And that smog really can jumble our thinking, especially during Mercury retrograde when we're already having jumbled thinking, overactive thinking, over analyzing. This can help to really clear out all that smog, electromagnetic smog and overthinking smog that for me, myself, literally my brain, I feel like, can give me a headache. I don't know if you can relate to that. Okay, so my next one is Aquamarine. This piece right here has so much meaning to me. It has probably been with me for at least 8 years. And I meditate with it. I use it as a palm stone. I put it in my grids. I put it in my bath water, on my altar. I don't know, when you find that stone that you just really connect with, this little nugget is that one for me. Aquamarine is a stone of courage. It really helps to give you the courage to speak up, to speak your truth. I'm still totally working through that. I'm sure I will be forever. I mean, I don't think there's really an end point to any of these life lessons that we work through, but for me, this is a big one. And so Aquamarine, giving you the courage to use your voice, to speak up. Labradorite is another one, because we really need to reflect during Mercury retrograde. We really need to go and dive in deeper. This is a fabulous stone to meditate with, to journal with. It'll help to bring up things in our subconscious. It'll help bring it to light. You know, we can't really heal what we don't see. So taking that time to work with Labradorite will help to bring up new realizations about yourself, and it will help with that transformation. It's also known as a stone of magic. So I don't know about you, but who doesn't need more magic in their lives? Angelite, this is for when you are looking to communicate with higher realms, your guides, your angels, your higher self, God. Angelite's a fabulous stone as well when you're wanting to do some dream work, which a lot of us tap into our subconscious when we're dreaming at night. So Angelite's another one. And then black tourmaline, protection, helping to keep you grounded when communicating, helping you to really stop the knee-jerk reactions and sit with things before we communicate, helps with conflict resolution. I love black tourmaline because it's like even heavy to the touch, you know, instantly when you have it in your hand, you'll feel more grounded. So I hope that you enjoyed these tips on Mercury retrograde. You can also follow me on Instagram if you want. I posted something, who knows, I can't even remember now, but I've been communicating more, writing more, working with the crystals, and basically I just wrote about not fearing Mercury retrograde, but really tapping in and utilizing that energy to propel you for the next level of your own soul's growth. All right, see you next time.